How much money does it actually take to live off grid? Hey there, this is Matthew. I'm the sales director here at Discount Lots, and if you don't know about Discount Lots, you definitely need to learn about us. We make the land buying experience super and simple and affordable for everybody. All it takes is $301 to purchase pretty much any of the properties that we have on our site. There's no credit, background, or income check. And again, we make the land buying experience super simple. We have payment plan options for all of our properties. So we get this question often: how much money do you actually need to start living off grid? So we did a little bit of research on this and we have some answers for you. Based off of like our research and just looking around online, talking to some of the past customers that we have that are currently living off grid, we have come up with a monetary value on how much it actually takes to live off grid. The average person needs around $101,000 to live off grid. The lowest value we've found is about $13,000 to live off grid, and the highest we've seen is over $400,000 to live off grid. Now, why the huge jump? It definitely depends on what you're doing. One, are you doing most of the work yourself, or are you getting construction companies out there to do it for you? If you live off grid, hiring construction workers to travel all the way out there is very expensive. The other thing that you need to take into account is what are you building? When are you building first? How fast do you need it done? So are you building a greenhouse? Is this something that you can do on your own? Or do you need somebody to do it for you? Are you building a shed for your tools and stuff? Again, do you need this right away? Can you do it later on? Are you building a home? How big of a home are you building to start off with? Are you building something small? All these things make a huge impact on how much money you need to get started living off grid. And then the biggest factor when it comes to living off grid is the amount of land that you have and the amount that you're going to utilize to live off grid. Again, you can do it for very cheap, as little as $12,000-$13,000, but that means that you're not doing a lot. But again, this is to start living off grid. If you want to go off with a shebang, yeah, $400,000 is going to be what it's going to cost, because you're going to need a bunch of construction people and need a lot of supplies, electricity, and there's not going to be any out there, so they're going to charge you an arm and a leg to do that, and you're going to get everybody out there to do it very quickly for you, which is going to keep you pretty at ease because you don't have to do it, but it's going to cost you. Another question we get is like, how much are people spending on a monthly basis to live off grid? So the lowest we've found is about $35 a month to live off grid, and then the highest we've seen is about $2,300 to live off grid. Now, what are you spending on if you're living off grid? There's a couple things, such as gas, vehicle maintenance, because you're going to be traveling back and forth a lot, especially in the beginning, to get water and getting supplies and stuff like that. Obviously food as well. You're going to, if you're starting to live off grid, starting from scratch, then that means that you don't have any food set in place for you. You're going to be going back and forth a lot. The other things is how you get, utilities such as water and power and stuff. So are you going to buy these things that are going to give it for you? That's, an expense. Digging a well, that's an expense. Even if you do wind power, it's an expense. So no matter what you do, it's kind of an expense. So in the beginning, you're going to be spending a lot. But then as you go on and as you get all these things on your own and you become, more self-sustaining, these costs are going to go down. The biggest thing it comes down to when it comes to how expensive it is to live off grid, or how cheap it is, how much the monthly costs are going to be, are factors that you have personal decisions on, such as size, facilities that you need right away, food you need right away. These are the things that are going to determine how much money you are going to spend in the beginning. This one was just a really quick video, not a whole lot. We will have a link down in the description so you can find out some more information on how easy it is to live off grid and how much it does cost. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Click on that bell notification because we do have a lot more videos like this coming up in the future. That's it for today. My name is Matthew. I'm with Discount Lots. Again, I'm the sales manager here. If you haven't heard about Discount Lots, in the description below, we have a link to our site. All you need is $301 to start buying land. If you are interested in living off grid, we have a whole lot of properties like this for you. And that's it for today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Talk to you later.